On the throne once again with the One Boxing King One. What's up, guys? Let's get into it. But before we do, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to leave them comments. Now, this video I'm making here is one of my subscribers, Jay Brown from the Down Under, from Australia. Wanted me to make a video about about this one because he's Australian. He wanted to talk about Jeff Horn. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know a lot about Jeff Horn. Shouts out to you, Jay Brown. This video's for you, homie. So, as I was looking him up, cause I really don't know much about Jeff Horn. I watched a couple of fights. I seen the one with Bailey. I see the other one with the German. I forget his name. One thing I do notice about Jeff the Hornet Horn, he has a good right hand. When that right hand touches you, it gets their attention. Puts people to sleep, puts them on the floor sometimes, makes people quit. He does have what looks to be a heavy hand, a nice right hand. I think that's his best weapon, his right hand. He has been down before with Bailey, but Bailey does hit hard. He ended Mike Jones' career to win that IBF title. Looking at him, he's a solid he's 5'9", 147 pound solid dude. Olympian. I think in 2012 he represented Australia, if I'm not mistaken. But my man Jay Brown, I might have to pick Pacquiao on this one, man. I know Marquez put Pacquiao to sleep with the right. Not saying Jay can't, not saying the Hornet can't, but I just feel he won't be able to catch him. Marquez took 4 fights for him to get that punch. And, Pacquiao's an awkward type of fighter, and I think that's going to be the difference. It's not the average left or left, right, left. Pacquiao uses a lot of angles, and he's just awkward to try to get your rhythm going with. So that right hand, not saying he can't land it, because if you're in a fight, you have 2 hands, you always have a chance. But as skill-wise, I think Pacquiao, even at his age, he's gonna jump in, get his combinations, and jump back out. I feel, even though Pacquiao hasn't got a stoppage yet, I feel Pacquiao could possibly knock this guy out. I think Pacquiao could stop him. And the reason why I say it is because Pacquiao has punching power. Even though he hasn't knocked no one out, he's explosive, fast. Jeff Horn seems like, he's quick, but not super quick. Nothing Pacquiao hasn't seen before. But don't get me wrong, as I was thinking, I was watching Jeff Horn, I was like, people over here in the U.S., and that's why I'm making this video, because Jay Brown was like, he's Australian, he knows we don't know much, that's why we don't know much. Pacquiao probably doesn't know much. Maybe Pacquiao really doesn't train as hard, What about that? If Pacquiao doesn't train hard, and I'll get this guy. I seen that with De La Hoya when he fought. I went to the De La Hoya Stern fight, and De La Hoya looked soft in the belly, like he didn't train, and that was a very razor thin fight. De La Hoya won it, but a lot of people in the audience were like, oh man, they were looking at each other like, I remember that. My brother took me to that fight. If Pacquiao does that, Horn got a shot all the way, but I don't think Pacquiao is the type to do that. But you never know. He's been in the game so long, his body gets tired. I could take it easy with this guy. And before you know it, Horn just destroys all the plans Bob Arum has for him, because Manny Pacquiao is not selling over here in the U.S. any pay-per-views. That's why Bob Arum wanted Pacquiao to go fight Jeff Horn over there in Australia, because Australia willing to pay. The pay-per-view over here, don't think it's gonna do any good. My guesstimation, probably gonna hit maybe 150. Me, I'm a boxing fan. Don't think I'm gonna buy it. Just for the simple fact that I think that Pacquiao will win. and I think he'll win with ease. No disrespect to Jeff Horn, but we shall see. You guys tell me what you think in the comment. Do you guys know enough about Jeff Horn to think Jeff Horn will beat Pacquiao? Do you think Pacquiao will have an easy outing? Do you think it'll be a competitive fight? I want to know in the comments, guys, what you guys think. Because like I said, I'm from the U.S., California. I really don't know much about Jeff Horn. But I made this for my boy Jay. And until next time, guys, see you guys later.